Hi guys, I'm back. So I'm here again to spill the tea, so to speak. So I'm going to call this tea time, but actually, as most of you who know me, you know that I'm an espresso drinker. So I have my espresso right here. So today, I want to talk about a story that it's between myself and Azzah Sheriff. So I was in Cairo and it was summer and I was hanging out with my good friend, the great photographer, Denise Marino, and she got an invite to go to Crazy Nights Festival. And she was going to record videos and take photos, and she needed an assistant, and she asked me if I wanted to go, so of course I was all over it. I love festivals. I love seeing all the new talent, the talent that's been around, meeting new people. I love dancers. I love art. I love the creativity and the community. So yes, of course, I jumped on that. Well, we got a little taxi and we drove across town and we went to Crazy Nights. I was sitting and watching the show, and she gave me a camera and I had to do a video, or I should say I got to do a video of the great Egyptian dancer Renine, who was just getting kind of famous at the time. Now, of course, she became very famous and then she quit. Okay, but anyway, back to the story. As I was sitting at the table, we were a little off to the left and the stage was in front of us, and next to me, they came and seated not only Renine, who is drop dead gorgeous, but Azzah Sheriff. And Azzah Sheriff was very pleased to sit next to me and talk to me. And she didn't really speak English, but she had an interpreter, which was her nephew. And at this time, of course, she had stopped dancing. This was before she passed away, a few years before she passed away. I'll say 5 years before she passed away. I think this was around 2016, although I'm not sure. Anyway, moving right along. There we were, and she started talking to me, and she said to me, "How do you like the dancer?" And I can't remember who the dancer was right now, but I know it was a new dancer in Egypt, and she was really good. I said, "She's good, you know, I really like her." And she said, "Well," she said, "you know what fault she has, or what she did wrong?" And I said, "No. What?" You know, and she said to me, "She danced every song the same. You can't do that. Every song should be different." Now I understand what she was saying, and at the time, though, it really opened my eyes. So for example, when you change your technique from your méjancé or your entrance, you are going to change not only your technique, but your personality. And so when you go to the second song after the méjancé, which should normally be a classic song, you're going to take on a very elegant personality. Of course, the méjancé, it's your personality. But the second song, which is the classic song, this is going to be very elegant. And of course, I'm talking about a 30-minute to an hour set, the traditional set with a live band as it's performed in Egypt on the stage. And then after that, there would be different types of music. So for example, it could be a melody, could be shabi. The second, at some point, there will be a costume change. So they'll perform, you know, 2, 3, maybe 4 different genres. And then there'll be a costume change. And then after that, they'll come back and they'll do folklore, which is obviously going to be very different than the méjancé or the classic, and the shabi. So as I move through how to put together your playlist and how to vary your personality, your show, your technique, everything, so that your show is interesting, so that your show is not boring. This is very important, and I can't wait to do a workshop on that with my Egyptian friend and tabla player this summer in Egypt. So right now, of course, it's May 2025. This summer I'll be in Egypt for Cleopatra Festival, maybe Nile Festival, and I'll get together with some of my professional Egyptian friends and I'll be doing some workshops on this. Of course, I'm in Phoenix, Arizona. Anybody who wants private lessons or you know, workshops on the weekend, As usual, I forgot to tell you, my name is Warda. This is Tea Time with me, and I will teach you how in the workshops. So now I'm just kind of introducing the idea to you. Also coming up in October in Los Angeles, at the end of October, the very last weekend, the 31st of October through the 2nd of November, we're going to have the Magic of the Orient Festival, which we can also call it Seher el-Sharq, Magic of the Orient. Will be 3 days long, and the first night, the live music band that we're bringing will be playing Shabi and Baladi. The second night, which will be November 1st, the Egyptian band we're bringing will be playing classic songs. And the third night will be the gala show and the competition. So if you have a chance to take my workshops over the summer, it might help you to be able to read the menu of songs and to understand which are classic, which are Shabi, Baladi, solo tabla, of course, we can always do. When we talk about classics, I would like to teach you at least the 4 legendary singers. Of course, there's many more, but we'll start with 4 legendary singers and 4 legendary composers, because you should actually know the composer and the singer of the original of the song you're performing. Even if you're performing a classical song, which is an instrumental version of the original, most people, if they're professional or if they're Arabic audience, they will know the original. And also for you to form your emotions and your tableau on the song, your artwork on the song, you really need to know the original background. You need to know the rules, and then if you want to break them, of course, you're welcome to do so. So I just wanted to jump on here today and talk about my meeting with Azzah Sheriff. She told me many other things. I was so blessed to meet her, and I can't even tell you enough how amazing it is and how important it is if you're into belly dance or oriental dance, as they call it in Egypt, how important it is that you go to Egypt at least once, and how important it is that you learn about live music. So again, I just want to repeat, if you're not ready to go to Egypt yet, I know it's a little expensive, we do have a festival. Magdi Shiko and I will have this festival in Long Beach, California at Golden Sails Hotel, October 31st through November 2nd. We are bringing Egyptians, the well-known master teacher Nada Masriya, who is Egyptian and now resides in Canada, as well as the very famous Camellia, and she is a firecracker. I love her. She's also a great teacher. So we have 2 amazing teachers. And then we have the fantastic band with Mohammed Reda. His father wants to come, the very famous Reda Sad. And then we will have Hamdi Hayat, inshallah, and Murad Makram, the singer. And we'll see what else takes place, because things keep developing. I'm hoping my very good friend Mohammed Fuad Helmi, who's a great teacher, a lawyer and a tabla player, and the greatest thing is that he's a great historian. I will be working with him this summer. So anyway, get ready for our big live music festival in Los Angeles. You can find me on Facebook or Instagram or YouTube, all the same, Warda, W-A-R-D-A, that's meaning rose in Arabic, and Shahrazad, my last name. All my pages are the same. Feel free to message me, email me, call me, text me, and we can talk some more. Thanks for joining me today. Cheers.